Wake up. 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 Up.
Hello. Hello? I think it's okay, I think it's showing. Hello, Osh. Good to see you. Boom. Hopefully TikTok isn't bad. Hey, what's up, Mustang? Hope you have no. No, you haven't. No, you're fine. You have not missed anything. You just missed everything. So how's everyone today? Um, I know I did start a little bit early today. It's because I have to get off a little early today. That's why I started a little early today. One of my meetings that I have, like right at the end of my stream, got pushed earlier, so I had to leave a little early. But you should have me for around like 2 hours at least. At least. Don't mind the background. I was not organizing. Well, actually, I was kind of oh no, I am organizing. Kind of organizing like what I want, what I don't want. Like while I had it behind me. I should probably have a chat because I don't see anything. Let me also pause that. Yeah. I just hope today TikTok isn't booty cheeks. TikTok has been like absolute booty cheeks the past like 3 streams. Absolute booty cheeks. You know, I was decluttering my so I was decluttering. You know what I actually need to do also? That's what I need to do. Oh, it's turned off. I forgot. I didn't turn my computer off last night. That's why I never turned on. Um, what was it? Oh, man, I just lost my train of thought. Decluttering my my area. You know, less clutter, a less distracted mind, right? And it still bugs me that I haven't built my Lego keyboard. I have everything to build it, but I'm like, keep pushing it off, and I'm like, I want to build it on stream, but at the same time, it seems like a big pain in the butt because of like lubing the key. Well, actually, no, it is lube. I guess I have to lube like the stabs, the thing like stabilizers. There's not really that many actually. The switches are already lubed.
Solomon just resubscribed for 45 months.
If I ever want to lube the other ones, I could always just do that one off stream, but I could just build it normally. I don't know. I guess the only issue. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did you get any double watermelons yet? No double. Somebody hit the first triple watermelon. They got. I think the score maxes out at 9,999. So somebody hit that like yesterday or the day before. So someone actually did the impossible. Something like that. They actually did it. Me though, I'm just a single watermelon guy. A simple person, you know. Not very hard to impress. What can I say? God damn it. God damn it. This isn't my game. Someone else was playing this. I'm picking up from where they left off, and hopefully I can win. Hope. But I think I'm doing a pretty bad job right now. Yeah, I'm doing a terrible job right now. Like, yikes. 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 Yeah. Little yes, yikes. Yes. I'm trying to beat it. I don't think I ever want to sit through three triple watermelon. If I decide to do the whole triple watermelon thing like the one person did, bro, say goodbye to all the other stuff I do on stream. We're gonna be here for a year. Bro. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Guess I'll lose now. Guess I'll lose now. Guess I'll lose now. Guess I'll lose now. You know, all I gotta say is that, you know, whoever did this game didn't build a great foundation. A great foundation is the key to victory. Okay. Look at that. Terrible. Bad foundation. Nah, we're not gonna squeeze anything out. It reminds me of 2048. 2048. Like the game? Like, you talking about... You played 20... Wait. Was Solomon there when I was playing 2048? Are you there? With the blocks? Yeah, we played it last stream. We played it last stream, bro. I feel like I'm having deja vu because because what game's in here? Oh, Scarlet. Oh, you weren't there. Okay. I was like, huh, wait a second. Was he here? I couldn't remember if he here last stream. Watch me play that game. Cause I feel like cause the weird thing is that last stream was the only stream I've ever mentioned a game 2048 on stream. So I'm like, did I ever say it before? Or is it just not a is this not a well kept secret game? You have me on the first half. But yeah, like I said before I started getting derailed in other games, today is gonna be about a little short stream because I got in early because I have some meetings I have to get on earlier, so But like I said, you get about 2 hours of me today. I have a pretty good feeling we're gonna make progress today. Pretty good feeling. Pretty good feeling. Heated blank. You know what I thought of, or no, what I did was we swapped blankets, sheets and blankets for the winter, right? For the colder days. And ooh, 36. I'm for it. And I've noticed, like the blanket we had this time, it's like pretty thick and heavy. And I was sleeping the first night, and I think from like I don't know at what point, but I just cannot stand being under like heavy blankets. Like, because you guys know like weighted blankets are a thing because it kind of kind of forms your body better and it feels you more like makes you feel more like snug and tight. I've noticed when I using that like sleeping, it makes me like trapped. Like the blankets I'm using aren't like weighted blankets or whatever. It's just like so heavy and thick that it just has weight to it, and that shit just like it made me felt like it made me feel claustrophobic, even though I wasn't like it was like maybe like up to my chest here, but I felt claustrophobic. I was like, oh god, this is not it. That shit made me like that shit made me claustrophobic. Maybe I don't even know if I was anxious, but it just made me feel a type of way. Like maybe if I use it, if I use it just like when I'm sitting down or on the couch, but when I'm sleeping on my back or on my side, that shit makes me. I feel like I'm like deep underground in a cave with like, and it's like super. You know those videos of those people tunneling in like really tight spaces. That's what it made me feel like. Watching those videos, I get that same feeling. Like that sense of claustrophobic, even though like I'm not there, but like you can see their POV and you're like, it's like no bueno. I barrel roll my sleep so they keep me steam. You sleep with weighted, like you guys are brave people. I don't know. I like light blankets, light. I think the way I just gotta go with it is I think the way I gotta go with it is just use light blankets and electric warmer on the bottom. I feel like it's not a very common thing in like American households, but like you can go to like H Mart Actually, whatever Asian place, and you can probably buy one of those like electrical heater things you put underneath your sheets, and you can turn it on. I think I gotta use one of those and like light blankets because. Dude, is everybody waiting at the door, waiting for one schmuck to get a Diglett? Are we all the schmucks right now? Oh my god! I need to play the Underground. I just completed the main story on this one. To be fair, Steven, you get the most out of this underground area once you beat the game. You unlock a lot of Pokemon. And my OBS crashed. Dude, what is going on with OBS? I mean, sorry, TikTok. Dude! What the hell's going on? Oh, this shit. Oh, shit. This shit ass. TikTok. What's going on, TikTok? Oh. Where's my mouse? Gotta be quick, 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 gotta be quick. That reminds me, okay, so I was watching I was watching a little bit more of the Pokemon anime. I'm still in Johto. I recently just finished the second Mewtwo movie, which prior to me starting watching the Pokemon anime from the beginning, prior to that, I had no idea. I had zero idea that there was a second Mewtwo movie. Zero idea. I had no idea. But it was cool. We got a little bit more closure from the first movie, sort of. But it really felt like more of an extended episode rather than a movie. That's what it felt like. And I feel like that's what they were going for, because I don't remember the Mewtwo Return movie, the second one, ever having like a theatrical release. I could be wrong. I remember like the first one having it. It was like a pretty big deal, but I don't remember the Mewtwo Returns 2 ever having it. I could be wrong. Hey, what's up, Honey Dip? What do I go to school for? I go to school for software engineering. I pressed the keyboard a couple times in a precise order of fashion, and then I pressed the button and like things happen. It's technically an extended episode, right? Pokemon movies considered second and third Entei. Yeah, probably. I mean, the website I was watching, it did say like special instead of like a movie, but like it was weird. It was really weird. Like the whole pacing, setting it up, everything just felt off. And it felt really weird, like, because because the thing is, it's if you didn't know, like, the movie is set in Johto, so that's why the website that says watch it in chronological order made me watch it like in between the Johto I'm watching right now, and it just feels off. Feels really off. You know, it was an okay movie. It was better than the Entei movie, let me tell you. Anything is better than the Entei movie. Fake ass movie. God. But that also reminded me, why is there not a... Okay, I also got to, in the actual anime, I actually got to the Ekirtik City gym, which is the ghost gym leader. And then we went to like the Tin Tower or whatever, blah blah blah. But the thing is, for how important of a role Ho-Oh plays a role in the Pokemon universe, kind of, in anime, why was there never a Ho-Ho movie? Which makes no sense to me, because the Lugia movie was technically in the Kanto section of Ash's journey, which makes no sense because Lugia is a Johto Pokemon, right? Or I don't think there's ever an instance in Red, Blue, Yellow we ever see Lugia. But you know, other than that, why does Ho-Ho, for being such an important role, like they so much importance in the beginning of the Pokemon lore for Ash and everything, and the counterpart, the Lugia, why does it not have a movie? Technically, it was in the Orange Island part. You're right. You're right. But it is, yeah, cause yeah, no, you're right. Because even in the Orange Island, they did have Johto Pokemons. They definitely did. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get why Ho-Ho doesn't have a movie. Makes no sense. And another thing, we're talking about that, not Ho, but it's related to the story. Okay, so the last episode I saw last night was Ash beating the Ecruteak gym leader. He's like the ghost leader, and he has a Ghastly, a Haunter, and Gengar. Okay, for some reason, the length of the battle was completely flipped, okay? And what I mean by that is that Ash had a harder time dealing with Ghastly than Haunter, and then Ash had a harder time dealing with Haunter than Gengar. Like, the amount of moves it took to take down, like Ghastly and then Haunter and Gengar was just very skewed. It took the longest to take Ghastly down, then a little less for Haunter, and for Gengar, it took like at most 2 to 3 hits for him to beat Gengar. And we're talking about he used Noctowl. His Noctowl was like the most pivotal Pokemon. The Noctowl was like in 2 battles. That was his second battle, was already damaged. This was a fresh Gengar that lost in like 2-3 hits. While Noctowl has already went through the ringer with Ghastly in the beginning, and Gengar. It just it just didn't make any sense to me. I was like, Gengar, like the GOAT, like, because the weird thing is like before the gym fight, they were like the gym leader was showcasing how strong Gengar is, and like his Shadow Ball is like devastating, and Brock's Misty's like, oh my god, that's such a strong Gengar, like, oh my god, Shadow Ball, and then like Noctowl, like with the power of plot armor, took it down in 2 hits, excuse me. It did struggle. Let me preface that. Noctowl did struggle, and he learned like confusion in the middle of the battle and blah blah blah, but like still, like, come on, like a final stage Pokemon like got taken down in like 2 to 3 hits. Like, come on, man. And bro barely even uses Noctowl. It seems like the gym leader uses Gengar for legitimately everything. Every instance he needs to use a Pokemon, he pulls out the Gengar. Ash hardly ever uses Noctowl other than like scouting reasons. Legitimately, I think the only time he ever used it was for scouting, or when he needs to use it for like his foresight ability for when he goes into like the multiple ghost related forests and buildings. It's legitimately maybe like a battle or 2 here and there, but like I was like, this shit's stupid. This shit was so stupid how he took down Gengar in like 2-3 hits. Like, incredible. Incredible. Yes, that's how. So that means I'm at some halfway through the Johto, technically. Was that everything? Yeah, that might have been everything. Yeah. Well, that was nice. Okay, let's see. Where am I exactly? Hold on, let me pull up the chart. So I'm so yep. Yep, so I'm right here. Okay, so I'm at the last I think I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes. So I'm like 20 something, like 23, 25-ish. Somewhere in the 20 episodes left before we're done with Johto. Then we watch, I think this is the actually no, there's more. Wait, Pokemon Forever? Is that Celebi? Oh yeah! I forgot. And wait, doesn't that mean Raikou also got shafted? So Ho-Oh got shafted without a movie, and Raikou got shafted without a movie. Unless, I mean, unless there is another movie that I don't know. And this is what, the Latios movie? Yeah. Does Raikou not get a movie either? That's crazy. Man, what? Ho-Oh got shafted, Raikou got shafted. Well, let me think about it. So, Mew and Mewtwo. Terminology, sure. Dratini was considered a mythical Pokemon? Interesting. Raikou should be it's also mentioned in Shambles. Technically, in the Zorak movie, the 3 dogs show up as shinies. Oh yeah, that's. I remember that. I remember getting the. I remember getting the. I think they did. They did the Wi-Fi event to get the shiny dogs. I remember getting. I was on this floor, getting like 2 or 3 of them. I think all 3 of them on my floor with like we're having like a group of friends over a sleepover night, and I remember getting it over it right here. I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere in my black. No, actually no. I never picked it up from the guy where you pick up your gift Pokemons. So it's probably in there somewhere. Sounds like Rifle getting shafted part. No, I got all of them. I'm just trying to remember, because back then, I feel like Wi-Fi events, they were slowly doing more Wi-Fi events than, like, GameStop events. But, it was like kind of in the middle. I just can't remember if all 3 of them were Wi-Fi events. I think they were, but they were still kind of doing, like, gotta go to GameStop to get it. But I think at that point, they were also shifting into, cards. So you can get a card. You can go to GameStop and get a card with the code. That's what they did for X and Y. If I remember, I think I have it somewhere. I have a little card that I got asked for at GameStop. It was like I think a shiny Gengar, or it was something Gengar from X and Y. It wasn't an event thing. So. So Mew got a movie, right? Mew, like the first Pokemon movie, and then Mewtwo Returns. Celebi has a movie, the Pokemon Forever, I think. Jirachi has a movie. Yeah, Jirachi has a movie. Jirachi has a movie. Deoxys has a movie. Manaphy and Fiona has a movie. Darkrai has a movie. Well, sort of. I think he shares it with the Dialga and Palkia, but like he's like the one of the main. Shaman has a movie. I think, right? Yeah, Shaman has a movie with Garatina. Arceus kind of has a movie. I mean, he's part of it, right? He's part of like movies. Yeah, no, he has a movie. Okay. Victini has a movie. Yeah, with Zorark. Keldeo does Keldeo is Keldeo part of a movie? Or if any of the horse. Um. Okay, it's with the Kirim. Okay, the Kirim Meteolata. Yes. No. Actually, I don't know. Did Melada have a movie or part of a movie? Core series main debut was a TV and area form. Okay, so I guess Melada doesn't have a movie. I think there was a Genesect movie. Okay, so that's another Pokemon that got unfortunately shafted. Dancy had a movie, right? Or was that yeah, Dancy had a movie. And then Hoopa had a movie. Volcanon. I don't think Volcanon had a movie. Did you have a movie? Oh, and the Volcanon did have a movie. Okay. Marshadow had a movie. I remember. Yep. Zerora. Sun and Moon. I don't think this one had a movie. I don't remember. Oh wait, Powers of Us. What is that? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of movies. I honestly kind of didn't consider how much movies there were. I thought to myself when I said I was gonna watch all the Pokemon stuff, I was like, I'll watch maybe like 10, maybe 15 movies at best. There's a lot of movies. Like, where are we at right now with the movies for Pokemon? There is at least 20, right? 23. Wait. There was a new wait, there was a new Mewtwo movie? Did they wait? Huh? Wait. It's a CGI remake of the first movie. Oh, okay. I was like, huh? That's that. I got confused for a second. There's a lot of movies, but yeah, Raikou kind of got shafted. Ho-Ho got shafted. Huh. Okay, so the Mewtwo Return movie's not even on the list. So I guess it's not even categorized as a as a movie. It's just a special. Interesting. Entei got a movie. Selby got a movie. Latios, Jirachi, Deoxys, Lucar. Why did Lucario get a movie? That's what I wonder. Okay, Lucario is not even like a mythical or legendary. Lucario got a movie before Ho-Ho and Raikou. Like the what? What? Like I love this was I remember watching the Lucario movie like a few times on the air. It's goaded. It's absolutely goaded. Kind of corny. Okay, with like the aura and like he's like speaking to Ash like telepathically or like I don't know. I was like, is he Mewtwo? As a kid, I was like, is he Mewtwo or something? Like, how can he talk to him? Like, okay, but like other than the corny stuff, it was like now that I'm kind of thinking about it, it's a bit where's Ho Ho? Where's a Ho Ho movie? I feel like a Ho Ho movie is would have been really awesome. Not awesome. It would have. I think it would have gave more lore and bit of like the emptiness for Johto. I feel like because they're talking about like, oh, I mean, based on the episode I just saw, it was like, oh, Ho the Ho used to come to the old Tin Tower and like it would interact with the humans, and then a bunch of these bad people try to get a Ho to use it against other people. Then the Ho then they burned the tower, and the Ho left and never came back. Like there could have been like there could have been something with the Ho movie, right? Like we'll find out, right? Like we couldn't. Okay, this might have been a bit of a stretch, right? Like Mewtwo gets another show, another. Dude, why is Mewtwo everywhere, man? Bro, it's enough. You were already. You don't need to be in like two, bro. Come on, three, four. I mean, sure, I'm counting the special as one of the four, but still, bro's in like four movies, three movies in a special. Bro, get some other people's screen time. That's crazy. But yeah, like Lucario, like the shiny that turns piss yellow. That guy, like, he's cool and all, okay, but like, sure, okay. Mew was also a part of it too. Okay, Mew did it. Mew does have quite a few appearances. He has one appearance, two. I feel like Mew shows up one more time in a different movie. I could be like, maybe it shows up on the Genesect movie, maybe, but I feel like he shows up somewhere. I think he might show up in the Hoopa one. A lot of things show up in the Hoopa and in the Hoopa show movie. So I think maybe Mew pops up here for like a cameo, bro. But yeah, okay. Sorry. Let's go back. It, I wonder why Lucario. You're right. They also gave it for Zorro. What? Why? Now that I think about it, like, okay, hear me out. The Zorua thing, there is lore to it. There's lore, and like it can be tied up to other mythical Pokemons. I feel like the like illusion Pokemon, but like that's good. That might be a bit of a stretch, okay? But I feel like there is more story plot connectability with Zorua than Lucario. Like what is Lucario's significance other than what? Other than him being able to mega. Like what is it? And my other question is was the Lucario movie decided before the game or was it decided after the game? And what I mean about that is you meet the Riolu guy, I forgot his name, the Sir Knight Riolu guy in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. You meet him. He's the one who gives you the Riolu egg. So my question is, was it in the game first? Then they're like, oh, we can make a movie off of this, or was it the movie was thought about first, and then they added in the game? What's up, Death? Good to see you. Because like in Black and White, when you first play it, like the story thing, you do encounter Zorua, like in the main story. Like you do have some sort of like encounter with him. Lucario, like in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, I don't think so, right? Like you can miss the Riolu egg completely, or like meeting the dude completely. Same thing for Legends Arceus, right? You could just play the game without ever meeting him. So maybe someone that showed the higher ups how much money is. I almost want. I feel like that, and maybe they're trying to find like. Maybe they're trying to find another Pokemon that could kind of like be up in the hierarchy of like popular, well-known Pokemon. It could. Oh no, it could be that, or it could be because. It could be that, and because he was Actually, hold on. My question is, did Brawl come out first, or did the Lucario movie come out first? Because I want to say if it came around, if it came out around the same time, it could have been like a way to like showcase. So 2005, Brawl came out in 2008. That could be a bit of a push. 2005, 2008. Maybe. I mean, it could have been the reason why they added Lucario in like the Smash thing, right? But what Chinese do I have? I have a shiny Absol and Skorupi. Why Lucario? Give me some duck tree. Give me some duck tree. Give it to me. I can't tell if someone also getting Ductrio or Diglett with me. I feel like sorta, kinda. For me? You shouldn't have. Ugh. Oh yeah, Osh, how's the house? Any difference? Does it feel any different now? For me? You know, talk about houses and stuff. You know how I've talked about having. Oh, okay. Just also need to buy appliances. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, talk about houses and stuff. Like lately, I've been seeing more of like. I've been seeing like TikToks about how everyone's like struggling to get like jobs in the tech field right now, and like I've been seeing like some of the sort of old videos, but like it's been happening a little bit more often, like some of these like female female only like tech fairs are getting like invaded by like a lot of males. Like it's almost like there's more males in these female like career fairs. So like it kind of had me thinking, right? I feel like one of my only options. Okay, I think one of my few options that I was thinking about is like, one, I get really lucky and get a good job, or B, or two, this works out, maybe. Three was that I need to make something, and then I need to make something that I can make profit from, something useful. So kind of be, I guess, an entrepreneur, but with like, yeah, but with like making something. The third option has been like going in my head a lot more. It seems like the problem is there's not enough houses to be. There's not enough seats for everyone. And it seems like at this point, unless you're like the cream of the top, like creme of the top of your field, which I don't feel like I am. I'm like middle, sometimes maybe middle top. You know, maybe like middle-ish. Okay. Unless you're like the cream of the top, like you just have to do something really out of the left field and get lucky. And that third one I just talked about, making something, be it a website that does a service that does something, or a product that does something, is something I've been thinking a lot more, like I said, and I think I need to be having that thought constantly in the back of my head. As in, like, I should like constantly like brainstorm things that could potentially be sold off to a company or could be a company. Is what I'm, not like a startup. I feel like I don't want to do a startup. I don't know, who knows, maybe, I don't know. But first you need a good idea, right? But it seems like that might be something I'm considering heavily. A lot more. Because before this, I'm like, oh, I'll just get like go west and get like a middle to high tier job, and I'll be okay. And then from there, we'll see what happens. But I feel like that might be out of reality a bit. Just a little bit. It's not that hard. It's just people really in Cali that are hounding for top paying companies. Oh god. Well, I hope so, man. But you know, I think having number 3 in the back of my head, I think it'll do me good. It'll keep me on my toes. I think at the end of the day, I don't want to be. I don't want to be someone's. I don't want to. I don't want to have a boss. But that necessarily doesn't mean I want to be a boss. Slay. Well, like, I don't know. You haven't been doing. No, not 79. 79 and like plus different streams. I had ideas for making stuff to sell off, just don't know the mobile development enough to execute. Yeah, I also feel like executing in any career is legitimately the hardest. Like, even like, let's say for the content creation place, you can be like the corniest, unfunniest guy, but if whoever's like editing your content or like showcasing you on the internet executes it right, if you're a great executor, they can even make the most unfunny cringe guy probably like palpable. I feel like I feel like sometimes an execution is almost more important than the idea. It's like an idea you can always like build upon it, but like it's almost like a first impression kind of thing. But what were those ideas, Osh? I swear I won't take them. I swear I won't do that. Pinky promise. What's up, Sephiroth? My favorite shiny? Depends on the day, but you know, Magikarp, Zangoose. What else? Something. As long as it's not the barely changing ones, I'm okay with it. You know, now that I think about it, one of the ideas I wanted to do, because I'm taking like a UX class, and I was in the section of like accessibility and people with like special needs, like certain needs they need, be it like they're blind or deaf or etc. And I was like the idea of like Braille popped up, and I'm like, I wonder if there is a modular Braille device that could I don't remember exactly what it was, but I don't remember exactly what of Braille I was thinking about, but I looked it up, but I think someone has done it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there is a AI Braille. I always wanted to do something that incorporates AI for like a project, but I wonder if there is like a Chat GPT but for Braille. But like, then how would that work? Like, how would the person who's reading Braille input something? I don't know. There's always something to think about more. I think you wrote something, but I didn't get to read it. Let me see what it was. Okay. Integrate with Yelp, Google, so you know what food you order each time. Integrate with Yelp, Google, so you know what food you order each time you return to a restaurant you've eaten at, plus any customization you made, so it's orderable again, and you don't repeat it. If you're going for something new, I feel like it'd be easy because some sites itemize the food for you, so you don't need to go off the menu pick. The only time it keeps that is the info is. Wait, I'm a little bit. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Integrates Yelp with Google, so you know what food you ordered. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. So, is this app you're developing? Let's say it's like it's a feature of like. So you want so what you want is a feature that remembers what you ordered from a particular restaurant, right? Is that what it is? And then it just tells you if you tried it or not. If you ever heard of Untap, it's a beer app that's similar. No, I don't think I've ever heard about it. What's up? I got shiny Absol.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
It is,
Zimar Young One
it's
is now
the same
noticed.
as above ground, but if you get the Diglett bonus, it's cut in half. Hey, thank you for the follow. Or okay, hold on. Gosh, so is this an app or is this a functionality for Google? Hey, what's up, Zim? Favorite Pokemon? Psyduck. Psyduck and Bidoof. Damn, Mark. Are you thinking Mustang? Let me reread it. Integrate with Yelp or Google so you know what food you order each time you return to a restaurant to eat at. Any customization you made, so it's orderable again. So it's orderable again, or you don't repeat it if you're doing something. So, is the purpose of this to avoid? So is the purpose of this to either let you enjoy exactly what you ordered, or try something completely new you've never tried? Is that the two things I'm getting from it? So you can have people that can just get the same thing exactly every time, and then people that want to try something completely new, but they don't remember exactly. A side of so talk about. Both, because you can note what you ordered. But isn't that just a purchase history? A order history, though? Like, okay, one half of it, the thing you just said, is technically an order history, which most apps have like a function to like reorder the same thing or like re-put into your food cart. And the second function, I feel like, can be sorta implemented already with things that are already structured, I feel like. But then at the same time you could even like, I feel like you can go a little bit further with the second part about like new things. You could probably feed like your so it would be like actually, Osh, you know what's something even better? I feel like this might even work even better, okay? I'm just picking off your idea, okay? So, is this more of a person dining disorder online history? Okay, yeah. I feel like that might be really hard to implement because there's so many different restaurants. You gotta account for all the mom and pops, right? But I feel like and that might be like a logistic nightmare, having to centralize all the restaurants in the world, which to be honest doesn't benefit the restaurant. If I'm gonna be honest, like if like Uber Eat benefits the restaurant, whatever food cart thing orders it benefits the restaurant. So they have an incentive to join or to be proactive with it. But a different idea maybe for to piggy off your new food idea is that you could probably make an app that involves AI that learns your food habits, right? So you can probably so it'll be constantly changing. Like you'll be constantly feeding it what you eat, and it will keep like the AI will keep track how frequently you eat it, blah blah blah, and then it could even like it will of course it'll like web scrape like foods, and it could possibly like match like this is something you might like based off all your past food. And this is like, and that would be, I think that might be much easier to like deal with. I feel like because you're because everybody will start with a fresh slate, and you're basically training your own like palate without you noticing. Like that, I think that might be, and like this doesn't affect like the restaurant owners don't have to really get into it. They're not going to be burdened by it, and then you pretty much let machine learning do all of it. Who would even see the history for some function? The listing part is why I want to integrate it with Yelp. Okay, because Yelp has all to do. That's true. I mean, to be fair, if you make something like that and take it to Yelp, to be fair, if you take what I said and then you make something and bring it to Uber or whatever the other foods apps, Uber Eats and like the food apps, you might be able to sell it to them. Because but to be fair, I haven't used Uber Eats in a really long time, handful of years. But last time I checked, there wasn't anything like AI. I'm assuming they're probably making it. They'd be stupid not to make anything like that. But like an AI algorithm that kind of tries to recommend you things based off of. I'm sure there's something like that, but like probably maybe something more maybe organic. So like it like the AI would take everything you've eaten in the past and like even take notes on like restaurants you clicked on and you browsed on, and they'll even like take account for the amount of time you spent on it. So like if it's like 3 seconds, like minutes, a couple seconds, like it might like rate that as like not really interested, but then maybe you were on this restaurant for 30 minutes, but then you changed your mind and went back to like your regular order. It'll take that note and like it'll even try to consider it, or it can even help because you know that whole thing about like when you're with your significant other, like, so what do you want? I don't know, what do you want? And like everyone's being hella indecisive. But if you have the Uber Eats app and with that AI stuff function, you could technically just say pick for me, and then you could have like the option of like you can even like customize the AI choosing thing to be like pick something from the usual things I get, or then like or then there could be another one where it would be completely something new but like within your comfort zone, right? And then you could even scale out to like surprise me, and that has like it's like anything within like a certain distance. Do Pokemon pop up if shiny? Wait, do Pokemon only pop up if shiny? No, it all just shows up. It all shows up. What Pokemon am I going for? Anything. Anything. Gen 7? Gen 7 was great. Let me see. Sorry, I missed some of the things. Depends on your side. It's also be a food caution, upside and downside. There still isn't AI. there still isn't anything AI driven on the food delivery. As recommendation dishes instead of a restaurant. Recommending dishes instead of a restaurant would help narrow down choices. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. But you know, this is all. This is like I said. This is all ideas. You know, it's in theory it sounds easy, but like in execution, it's probably a nightmare. A nightmare, I say. No, but like I said, give it like, I say give it like 5 to 10 years. You'll probably start seeing AI in legitimately everything. Like everything you do, you will see AI in everything. So it's inevitable. So I feel like your best bet is just to try to ride with the wave and make things, and then hopefully you're the first one to get to the end, the finish line. Or try to be like, or you gotta be really outside the box about it. Because I think I want to say there are companies out there already developing like AI stuff based on your food preferences and your ordering. Like for sure. There's like no way there isn't. There's no way. I mean, one of the projects I wanted to do was, it was more to practice, was because I kind of wanted to make something similar to like a link tree, but then at the same time I kind of have to make it a little bit different, because making like the structure of a link tree isn't very difficult. It is really, really not difficult. If I remember correctly, I think the person who made Linktree said that it took them like an absurdly small amount of time to make it. It was either like 30 minutes or like 6 hours. It was like ridiculously small amount of time for them to make it. There it is. 6 hours. Linktree was established in 2016 out of the annoyance of regarding social media does not allow multiple hyperlinks in profile. It was created in 6 hours. 6 freaking hours. And it makes sense. It's in the simplest of things. It's super simple. All he did, or she did, was they centered, made like shapes into rows, evenly spaced the margins, and then put a link, a source link on top of that. Sure, I mean there's other like stylistic CSS stuff you could do to make it pretty and the animation effects, but like in the simplest of terms, you could legitimately make a Linktree clone, like a really simple Linktree clone in under an hour. 30 minutes, depending how fast you are, and like HTML, CSS stuff. Like ridiculously fast. So now I see that's what I want to do for like a small project. See, that's what I kind of want to do. I want to make like something that's useful in your everyday stuff that becomes like a business like Linktree. The reason why Linktree was created was because the person said they were annoyed by how profiles like Twitter, like Twitter's a great example. You could have one hyperlink at most, right? One. They were annoyed by things like that, so they made a whole separate website where it leads to a page with multiple links. So that's a solution to that problem. See, I want to do something like that. Not something like saving the world, curing cancer, but something like your daily annoyance solved by this one thing. It doesn't have to be the most rocket scientist crazy thing in the world. It's just something. And definitely it's something I've been giving a little bit more thought to, and I'm keeping a lookout for. Like, what do I find annoying? And you have to think about it in somebody that is kind of connected to the internet, right? Because if I develop something for a boomer, shit, I think that shit might flop, or like it's gonna do super mediocre because I feel like the demographic is just not big enough. So I think the best way for me to brainstorm is ask you guys, what is a daily annoyance? I think that might be the best way to start. What is your daily? It could legitimately be anything. I mean, I could even start, right? You know, bouncing ideas is the best place to start, right? What do I find in? Actually, let me give it some thoughts. I probably thought about it at the moment, but I didn't really like compartmentalize it into my brain. Only reason why I thought of mine was because I was eating and was upset because I don't remember what I got last, but I remember it was so good. Yeah, you know, that kind of happened to me too before. A long time ago, my cousin got me this veggie sandwich from Jimmy John's, and it was the most delicious sandwich from Jimmy John's I've ever had. And to this day, I don't know what the order was. To this day, I don't know what they put in it, but I remember there was like no meat. But that shit was so good. So freaking good. I don't know what it was. To this day, I don't know what it was. I don't think it was like something like, I think it was like an order, but they added like a bunch of stuff and took stuff off. I don't know exactly, but it was like I could never taste that again. Never. When you don't stream for us. When you don't stream for us, damn. You know, I thought about this. I thought good and long hard about this. I was like, I wonder, because like I said, I want to do something with AI. I was like, I wonder if I can train an AI to be exactly like me and just stream for me sometimes. I was like, I wonder if I could download me into an AI and then let him just do things for me. But I feel like we're going into a territory of like no return if something like that happens. The thing about it is, the more petty the annoyances, the better, right? The more first world problem it is, the better. Because the more petty it is, I feel like there might be, the more petty it is, there might be more of a crossover with other people than like it not being petty. Shiny Skull? I'll be mad as hell if I found out I talked everything. But it's me. I just downloaded it, and it just does the thing I would do. So it is me. Just oh, did my TikTok reset again? Did my TikTok crash? The whole chat just disappeared. What the hell? Oh, the chat reset. That was weird. Shiny Chingling? Yeah. We're good. Thanks, Mark. What was it? So what is... You know, I kind of, well, the whole AI thing, I kind of want to make, like, an AI for the stream that's, like, on my screen at all times, and then I can have a conversation with it. Like, 24/7 whenever, 24/7, like, at any moment on the stream. And it could even just, like, because people technically have done that, for the chat. People have made like Twitch plugins, bots where it actually, like, I think it's like fed through one of the AI things like ChatGPT, and it actually talks to and has a conversation with everyone in chat, but not necessarily like what you say. So I want to do something like that, but like on screen with me, that could talk to me and talk to you guys. Very similar to that that AI streamer. I forgot the name of it, but it's that AI girl streamer that got banned a couple times for saying like the craziest stuff because people were like feeding it certain information to try to get it to say things. Something like that, but a little bit more contained. And something like We Train. Hello. How are you doing today? Hello. Insert name. How are you doing today? Did you go to high school in... No, I did not. In PA. Is that Pennsylvania? No. I don't think I've been that far up north. Or the northeast. I look super familiar. Okay. Well. Which I made it a goal. Oh yeah. They made it say some crazy shit. But yeah, I feel like something like that'd be fun, but I gotta, it has to be different enough where it's like interesting. Oh, I got so distracted that I didn't get to do a reset of the room. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Now I just gotta check every nook and cranny, just in case. Just in case I didn't miss it. Bum 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 ba-dum. Yeah, that was it. Question for you. Should AI be able to say stupid things, or should the AI be liable for saying stupid things, or the creators? I think it I think it depends on the okay. I think it depends on I think it depends on the creator, because I feel like I'm not that much of an expert in AI, but I feel like you can set certain parameters for the AI. Sure, like the programmer can't cover every single avenue, and it really is dependent on the person who made the thing communicate with chat GPT, right? Because they might be someone that's like super First Amendment, right? And some people might be First Amendment, but with like some limitations, right? You don't want to say hateful things. So I think it solely depends on the creator, because I feel like the creator could set parameters to avoid certain things, right? They could, but the thing is that the thing that I'll even give the creator the benefit of the doubt. Okay, people will find a way to say it. People will find a roundabout way to say it and feed it to the AI. If there's a will, there is a way. And especially if it's something like really just egregious and racist, people will find a way to somehow, be it they replace the letters with numbers, be it use something, be it use like street slang, some sort of like Zoomer slang, and they will get it. And like, as the creator, as probably like a one-man party for that kind of thing, you're not gonna catch everything. Like legitimately, every couple months there's a new word that people use as internet slangs. It seems really hard. So I feel like it's not 100% on the creator, but if the creator takes the appropriate step to try to limit it, then I think at that point the onus is not on the creator, but just the people who did that. But at that point you can't say it's X and X's fault. You can't do that. Regardless if it's not your fault, it people will still point at you. The mass will still point at you for being your fault, because you created this regardless. And even if it's even though everybody knows it's impossible to control it, they will still blame it's your fault, because you are technically the one who let it create it, blah blah blah. So it's a lose-lose situation. True, it seems like a lot of work to keep it, but yeah. Wasn't there a story of that on TikTok or Twitch story? I'm not sure of the story. I mean, unless you're talking about the AI girl. Actually, I don't remember. What was her name? It was like something with a V? Which AI girl? What's her name? Neuro-sama, that's what it was. It's a collection of computer programs that operates in tandem to emulate a human streamer. Copium. Well, yeah, it hasn't been very long. Aquarius. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see if I can get to a different lobby. This lobby's kind of dead. I'm like carrying the whole lobby on my back again. Again, as usual. Oh, no, not local. Is it 6? No. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is. I was like, damn. Wait, this lobby even sucks more. There's like 2 people here. 3, including me. Shit, I might stay now. I got a duck trio. Damn. A problem that can be solved. A simple problem that can be solved with a simple solution. I don't know. Just gotta give him more thoughts. These games, what am I trying to do? I am trying to hunt for Diglett bonus. These games are overhated. The chibi style felt very natural to me for a 3D Pokemon game. I think the chibi styles are okay. It's okay. Definitely, I did hate it in the beginning before the game came out. But after spending about 80 hours in the game, I feel like it's normal now. After 80 hours, it's I don't love it or hate it. But that reminds me, the 2023 Pokemon like sales list just came out, and I think if I remember correctly, one of the things that stuck out is that this game sold just a little bit more than Legends Arceus, which I think that is ludicrous. But it was only by like maybe like 20,000 or 40,000. It wasn't by like hundreds of thousands, like super like small margins. But this game has it beat, which is crazy. Because I feel like Legends Arceus, for what it was, okay, for what it was a better game than this. Some people might disagree with that, you know, but I think Legends Arceus was better. Overall, it was much better. Overall, there are things about Legends Arceus I didn't like, and there's definitely things about this game I don't like either. But the overall experience, I think Legends Arceus was better. And it felt refreshing. That played a definite big role. Definite big role. Diglett bonus. That is what I'm doing. There's also 2 games in 1. 2 games in 1. Wait, 2 games in 1. I don't catch the drift. Thoughts on SV? SV's good, but SV's fun for your. It's it's good, but it has its problem, and it's not like a game problem; it's a performance problem. I feel like Scarlet and Violet will forever be blemished by its horrible, 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 horrible performance issue. Like it almost dampens your the performance on it is so bad on the Switch that it almost dampens your experience. They could count this. Oh,
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Our 433 ERT is now noticed.
I don't think that really matters with the whole that whole 2-game thing, because even if BDSP was one game, it would have still sold the same amount. I feel like about the same, because regardless of the differences of oh, I'm Team Palkia or Team Dialga, if you release Platinum, which not Platinum, okay, Platinum will definitely would have gotten a little bit more, but I don't really think that would have made a difference. Hey, thank you for the follow. Still waiting for the XD playthrough. Me too. I agree. I saw someone who emulated SV on the Steam Deck and it looked, yeah. I played through all of Scarlet Violet. I'll play the DLC on my Switch and everything, but I said it on stream. Whenever I do any sort of challenge run or anything that involves me having to play the game from the beginning to the end, or from the beginning to a certain point, I am 100% emulating it. I can't do it anymore. After the honeymoon phase of that game got washed away, because in the beginning I was super optimistic. I was like, oh, this game's really fun, but the performance sucks. I was super positive about it. Nowadays I'm like, it's fun, kind of in the middle bottom about it. It every time I load that game up, it dampers my mood for how shit it runs. Bum, 35. Bum 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 bum. It's Rock and Roller. He played it on Black and White. Or so he says. Sorry, I was just reading one of my YouTube Shorts comment. Which they are right. It is Rock and Roller. 36. 37. And to be fair, I feel like even if they release a Switch Pro, I still think Scarlet and Violet will still have some performance issues. Some. I feel like a lot of it will be improved, but there will be still some performance issues. But I feel like it'll make the game probably 90% bearable, I feel like. Is that guy waiting at the door for me right now? Right there? That guy right there on the bottom right. You leech! All three of you in this lobby with me are leeches. I hope y'all know that. I hope this message gets to you one day and know that you're a bunch of leeches. Okay? Leeches. Watch, he's gonna go in the room now. Bottom right, look. Give it a second, Give it a second, come on. Wait. They're gonna go in eventually, watch. They have to. Come on, I'm feeling it. I got like 30 minutes. I'm gonna get a shiny in the next 30-ish minutes, okay? I feel it. Sure. Whoa. Debbie Downer here. Listen, I gotta manifest this shiny. It ain't gonna come to me if I don't believe in it, right? It's gonna happen. I'm just scared I'm gonna get a shiny that I don't want. Like another shiny Absol. Imagine. Because sometimes the game loves to prove me wrong, and they would have gave me another shiny Absol. I love Absol's great. I just don't want 2 Absols. It would have been a pretty cool one because Absols are rare encounters. But I'd rather have a shiny Duskull, right? Duskull, shiny Smoochum, both rare encounters. Much more prefer that. Mustang 2. Mustang GT. Sorry, man. You're a V6 Mustang right now. What the next shiny Mustang Absol we get, it'll be Mustang V8. A whole team. This challenge would take way too long if I want a full team of shiny Absols. Way too long. You know, I wonder what they're gonna do for Black and White, because as all of you know, we're probably hitting that cycle, that point of the Pokemon game releasing cycle that they're gonna release something related to Generation 5, and I'm holding my breath until it happens, but I'm kind of scared. I just think about, like, are we gonna get a BDSP 2 kind of situation? Or like what's up? Are we gonna... like, what's gonna happen? Ideally for me, I 17 more encounters? Okay. We're at 342. This is 343. Let's see. So at 360 is when we're getting a shiny. Under 300. No, I didn't get to reset the roam. No, I was gonna reset it after this encounter. God damn it. Another cycle soiled. Yeah, I'm supposed to get at least 2 cycles in before the thing runs out, but today I've been really bad about keeping track of the timer on my head. Really wish they give us a number timer. Really wish they give us a timer. Shiny Ghastly. Was that it? One more. One more. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. The next one, if there is one more in this room, will be a shiny. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling. One more. Somewhere in the corner. Has to be. There's not. Okay, so back to Pokemon Black and White. I think it's inevitable that they're not going to re-release or report Black and White to the Switch. They are going to do something along the lines of either... No, actually, I don't think they're going to do... I don't think they're going to do the BDSP treatment to Black and White if they do it. I feel like if they're going to do something, if they're gonna make it modern, I think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna make it like Scarlet and Violet. I feel like that approach they're gonna modernize it even further past the chibi style, and I think that might be the only appropriate direction. I think. Because I feel like if they do the same thing they did with BDSP, I feel like people are gonna be mad about it even more. I feel like the appropriate direction is to do the Scarlet Violet take, and then Scarlet Violet take, and wait, and just bear with it. Because I feel like more people will. I feel like there'll be more people that embrace that than going back to the BDSP chibi style, for sure. They weren't happy with it, yeah. I kind of hope they do take the Scarlet Violet route. I hope, because I really do want to see all of the maps, all the Black and White and Black and White 2 maps, because both games mainly share most things, with some differences. I kind of wish if they did do Black and White, they would do Black and White 2. And it's specifically only for the Marina tube. The Marina tunnel. That is amazing. The marine tube, sorry, it was just a marine tube. Was this also in the first game? I don't remember. Okay, I know it's only in the second game. The marine tube was legitimately the coolest thing from Black and White 2. So cool. Actually, let me see. If I remember, seeing a Wailord is like a rare encounter. I think seeing a Wailord or something. I don't remember exactly, but there were rare encounters, and I've always wondered if you could ever run into a shiny Pokemon, like a shiny Pokemon model here. Right? I've always wondered. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. The water-type Pokemon Anemola, Basculin, Frillish, Mantine, Wailord can be observed outside, represented with animation exclusive to this purpose. Each Pokemon will appear at certain times of the day. The players can get the Wailord Watcher Medal by spotting an elusive Wailord, which is common between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., going by the time the player entered the Marine Tube. There are no wild Pokemon or trainer battles in the Marine Tube. There are no items lying around, although the self-proclaimed first fan of Roxy will give the player a black sludge if they show her a Pokemon holding a poison barb. Yeah, Wailord is a rare encounter. But that's cool. I didn't know about the medal. I had no idea about the medal. That's kind of cool. Wow, look at all the metal. Wow. This might be a fun thing to do, right? Wow, there is a lot of medals. Oh my god, there's a lot of medals. Oh my god. We've already beaten Black and White 2 for a video. Maybe we'll do one for all the medals. That might be a fun idea. It legitimately all stemmed from the Wailord. It's cool. Shiny Gengar? I mean, Ghastly? It'd be pretty cool. I just watched, like I said, I just watched the Ghost Gym Leader battle from Johto yesterday, so kinda cool if I got a Ghastly, Shiny Ghastly. Even though I think it's a mid shiny. Who knows? Maybe I'll just be happy with the shiny. Who knows? I'm desperate here. Getting 347. I'm getting real desperate here. Alright, I'm getting real desperate. Getting real desperate here. You guys feel it? How desperate I feel? Like, honestly, at this point, you can give me another shiny Absol. I'll take it. I will take that to the bank. Is that a Smoochum in the bottom? Hold up. So what do I do if I get 2 shinies in one room? Should I keep both of them for the thing and then just forego one of the shinies in a different route, a different area? Or should I be only able to pick one out of the 2? Oh, no, it's not a Smoochum. It's a Kadabra. Bruh. Well, like I said, what do I do if I get 2? Like, let's just say theoretically, okay? In these big rooms, I feel like it's possible, okay? It's possible. Likely, no, but possible, yes. Calm down there, bud. Get one. You're gonna make me cry. Come on. Well, what a great day today. Okay, hypothetically, what if we get 2? Okay, hypothetically. Alright, I can dream, okay? We all can dream. I feel like I haven't looked at it, but I feel like there might be someone that already documented a double shiny encounter in a room. Right? Because people have gotten back-to-back shinies. Like, encounters. It has happened. Right? So, Has it happened here, though? In this game? You never played this game. Honestly, you're not missing out. You're not missing out. You should go play Pokemon Battle Towers, whatever that's called. Pokemon Defense Towers. You probably have more fun with that than this. TBH. Was that all the Pokemon? I thought there was one more. I guess that Ghastly was the one when I missed earlier. Whoa, 17? Yo, there's people out here getting Diglets? I like this lobby. I like this lobby a lot. I stay stuck on Gen 4. Yeah. Honestly, if there's one generation that I have to, if there was a world and I was given a choice where I could pick one generation to play and only that generation to play, I think it would be Generation 4. This Pokemon Tower Defense. Yes, this was more prevalent in the Flash era. I never played this back then. I've only played this like maybe. I think the first time I ever played this was a year ago on stream. But yeah, this is probably more fun than this game that I'm playing right now. Brutal take, I know, but there's a little bit of truth to it in there. Hey, what's up? I'm a Goblet of Fire right now, but Prisoner of Azkaban is criminally... No, bro. The third movie was kind of whack. I think out of all of the Harry Potter movies, I think... Actually... Out of all the Harry Potter movies, I feel like either Chamber of Secrets or Prisoner of Azkaban was weak. Were the two weakest. I think the one Pokemon I always seem to end up with though is Gyarados. Its attack stat is insane. That and Intimidate. Intimidate is such a good ability. It's such a great ability. Intimidate and what? I think it also went Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance. It can use Surf, so you can use a Surf, HM friend, etc., etc. You know. 3 is better than 1, 2, and 6. Azkaban is better than 1, 2, and 6. Hold on, so that's Sorcerer's Stones, Chamber of Secrets, and then what was 6? Was that the Half-Blood Prince? I think 5 was the Order of the Phoenix, right?
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Yeah, so 6 was Half-Blood
Chaser
Prince.
underscore gaming is now noticed.
No, it can't. No, 3 was not better than 6. 3 was not better than 6. No, it was not better than the Half-Blood Prince. Hey, thank you, Chaser, for the follow. No way, bro. Come on, you're crazy. I think the first 3 movie could be in any place, in any order, I feel like. But I feel like the weakest out of the 3 was... I think Chamber of Secrets was the weakest Harry Potter movie. Ooh. Hello, friend. love me some Duck Trio. I think Chamber Sequence was the worst. After that, I would say Prisoner of Azkaban, and then it would be Chamber. Then it would be Sorcerer's Stones, and then from there, it could vary. It could vary. Also, I hate Dobby. Not letting Dobby was hella. Okay, I'm with you on that one. Dobby was infuriating in the beginning of the movie. He got a lot better, but that shit pissed me off too. But it was for good reasons, but it still annoyed me. Dobby really did annoy me. You're lying. So what do you mean I'm lying? You think I'm like a secret super Dobby fan or something? Nah, you crazy. How did I go from Pokemon to Harry Potter's? What the hell is going on? I just went hella off tangent. I require the Diglett. We're getting it right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Dude, that's me! He's wearing the exact same outfit as me! Here's a good question. Have you tried getting the opening Pokemon shiny? Yeah. Oh, my friend. Ooh. Yes, I have. I did, actually. And I hated every minute of it. Woo. For the people that weren't here in the beginning of this whole journey, about the first 45 to 50 hours of it was strictly hunting for the shiny starter, Turtwig. Strictly. But the reason why it doesn't go any longer is because once I hit the 45-50 hour mark, I said screw this. I'm sick of soft resetting for this. So I fudged the numbers a little, and then at the precise time and moment, I pressed the A button, and then a shiny Turtwig appeared. So, what I'm trying to say is that I gave up soft resetting for it, mindlessly looking for it, and instead I RNG manipulated my shiny Turtwig. 100% legit. Three weeks. Man, it was only 50 hours, but I think I tried hunting for that Turtwig for almost a year. On and off. Like, I gave up, took breaks in between it. Like, it wasn't 50 hours like in 1 month. It was I think it legitimately from the beginning to end, it took me a year to finally just like rack up the hours and then give up. I almost wish I just RNG manipulated from the beginning. I highly regret not doing that. Because because of me being stubborn, I missed out on a bunch of events. Like, I'll never get the event. I'll never get the event Manaphy because I missed it. Because I literally took a break from this game because I couldn't get the shiny Turtwig. I missed it. Like, it devastating. Pokemon UFC game, I need it. What do you mean? Pokemon Unite? No, Pokemon Tekken. No, yeah, Pokken. Is that what it's called? I forgot what it's called. It's like Poke Tekken, whatever. Now we got it. What am I playing? I'm playing Roblox with a Pokemon mod on. How do I orange and manipulate on my shiny pearl? I have a cartridge for my Switch. So it's a bit of a process. So the biggest hurdle I feel like will be one. Okay, there's two options you can go about this way. Option one is you can well, no, there's only two options. Option one is that you need a capture card, so you can like, so your gameplay is shown on inside your computer. That's one. Or two, I think a webcam works, because you're basically you're gonna have to point that webcam to your game. Oh my god, I missed it. I saw the walls and I was like, I'm not resetting yet. Oh, I missed it. I'm so mad. Because the whole premise of this is, it took me like 8 hours. Just telling you from scratch to end, like learning how to do it and everything. It took me about 8 hours. But I would have rather spent that 8 hours than the 50 hours I spent on thingy. There's a specific YouTuber I follow who did it. You might know. I think it was I'm Blissy who does it. I can't remember exactly. There's two dudes that does a bunch of orange and manipulating, and then like, yeah, a bunch of like theories and like and some really cool stuff. No, it's no, it's Papa Jefe. Hefe? Papa Hefe. This guy. Okay, so he even does it with the webcam. So if you have a crappy webcam, you can still do these hunts. But yeah, this guy's godsend. I think this is the one I did it with. Yeah. So basically, what you're doing is you're gonna have to like calibrate your game. So you have to do this every time. Well, not never. You have to do it for your save, but you calibrate by using Munchlax blinking. Then you have to calibrate using player blinking. And it's a whole bunch of calibration until you get to a certain point. If you follow this video, you should be able to get it. You should be. It took me about 8 hours because there's some new things I didn't know about. I've done orange and manipulating before in older games, so I had a general idea of how all this worked. But if you're a completely beginner to it, it might take a little bit more than 8 hours. I mean, you might get it earlier, who knows? I think I got a little bit lucky because I hit off target, but I still got a shiny. I was slightly off, but I still got a shiny, so I got really lucky with that. But, yeah. This guy, let me... How are the restaurants now that they got... How are the restaurants now that they got exposed to there? Wait, at restaurants? Are y'all talking about Keith Lee? You talking about Keith Lee, man? Bro, ATL's in shambles post Keith Lee. Shambles. But yeah, Papa Hefe is your go-to for anything orange, I feel like. Him and Blissy. I'm Blissy or something. Is there anything left here? Wow. Dude, this group is amazing. 14 already? Oh my god. Oh man, I have a couple minutes before I have to get off for my meeting. Uh-oh, but they're already at 15. This might be the first lobby where I've actually someone doing more Diglett and Diglett hunting than me right now. I'm actually the slacker right now. That's insane. I'm always the one carrying the lobbies back in Diglett finding. Insane. it feels good to be on the other side for once. I'm gonna be honest. It feels good. Is that really everything? I gotta check every corner. They're always like one somewhere in the bottom. Yeah, unfortunately. Damn, that's it. No more. But yeah, RNG manipulating is definitely easier in the older generation, but as you kind of go up, I mean, no, I feel like, actually, no, I think setting up your RNG manipulation for newer generations it's a bit tedious, I would say. It's really tedious, but once you have everything set up, it's pretty simple. It's very simple, and I've also saw if you have a hack switch, there's a whole like bunch of tools and plugins you could use for your Pokemon games that makes it even easier to shiny hunt. Like crazy, like in game, like it can like load up like a menu that like helps you detect like what frame or like certain like information you don't know, and then you can better keep track of like where you're at. But you know, this is all this is a vanilla switch, so I don't get the benefit of that. What time is it? Ooh. Uh-oh, we got a few minutes. How many shines so far? I got 3. Who are we looking for? Anything. Do they not show you the shiny version? Oh, no, they do. Nice. Nice. Check out that beauty. Oh. Check out that beauty. There goes. I have shiny Slurm. I wonder if they show it for... Okay, so it only shows it if you have it. Okay. I was wondering if they changed it. It's a shame. I wish I could do more. Man, on the day that I find a really good lobby for finding Diglets, I have to end early. I have to go early because I have important meetings to go to. Damn. It's crazy. Crazy. I know. Crazy. Unfortunate. I know this is a bit of an abrupt ending of some sort of closure, but I did mention it in the beginning of the stream, so unfortunately. I live in the Atlanta area. I live close to it. I live like I don't know exactly how actually like 30 minutes? I forget. I don't go there. Yeah, like 30, 40 minutes. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. But yeah, my $1 million idea is to make movies or shows about conspiracies. EX. CERN's merging. CERN. Bros out here. Bros out here with this conspiracy theory microwave. Bro, with this flip phone going like this with this lab coat. Alright, man. That's good. Bro, keep the bananas away from the microwave, alright? Can you go check the real Milk and Honey this week to see? Oh, there were actually already TikToks of people showing how dead, how empty it was. It's really funny. The Keith, dude, the power of social media is absolutely terrifying. It is scary how terrifying it is. Like, oh my god, it is terrifying. But yeah, I gotta cut stream a little short today. I will be back Thursday, so hey, what's up with Acid? Here, man. Good to see you. Unfortunately, bad timing. But yeah, gotta cut stream a little short today. I'll be back Thursday. Actually, let me see my schedule. I might even be on for Saturday. Maybe not. Maybe not. I have a bunch of sprint projects due next week. So maybe not. I might just stick it to today and then Thursday for now. Yeah, I have 2 big projects coming up next week. And I don't know how that's going to turn out. And then I have a 3rd project which nobody has made any progress other than me. And then, but the funny thing is we have about 3 weeks left before the semester ends and finals, so I don't know what the hell is going on there. Good luck on that, right? And then a 4th project which is a solo project I have to work on. But it's all like prototyping stuff. Like it's all, but I do have to think of all the meat and potatoes and stuff, so it's kind of important. Did I vote today? Did y'all vote today? That's the real question. Vote. Have you seen our Congress? Have you seen our everything, bro? We gotta get all the old people out of office. We gotta get all the old people out of office. This is. There's a TikTok video floating around of all of these like old people on wheelchairs like falling asleep like this on the wheelchair like this in like the art gallery. Everyone's like, why is the like it's like people are saying that they were like the Congress. They're like, why is Congress here? Like, didn't know Congress was visiting the art museum. And I'm like, damn, like they ain't wrong. Our country is run by people 3 feet deep in the ground already. It's, oh man, I'm scared. But yeah, okay, but yeah, I gotta go. I'm actually a couple minutes overdue from a meeting. Okay, thank you all for coming. I will be back Thursday. Thursday should be a normal stream. I shouldn't actually. Hold on. Wait. Let me check my schedule. Do I have meetings on Thursdays? I can't remember. Yeah, no, Thursday should be regularly planned. No, like, impromptu meeting, I don't think. So we should be good. But thank you all for coming. I will see you later, okay? Have a great night.